Hi, sixth graders. This is Mrs. Miller, and I'm excited to be here with you today, to be able to teach you about StoryboardThat. And StoryboardThat is a really cool digital tool that allows you to tell your stories digitally, creating storyboards, but from your storyboard, you can create different things like presentations and posters and comics and all type of things that you might want to make. And so the first thing you're going to do is go to www.storyboardthat.com/classroom. Then you're going to go over here to the Google and you're going to log in with your Google account. So I'm just going to select one of my students downstairs so I can show you what you put in here. So it will ask you the school and teacher name. You only have to do this one time. You're going to click VM Meter Library, and VM Bulldogs is your access code, and then your name will be at the bottom. When you log in again, you're going to log in up here in the corner, and so you only have to do this once. On the first page, it will show you, up here that you're logged in, where you log off, kind of your storyboards and how you create it. There's a great video here too that I really highly suggest that you watch, even though I'm going to show you around a little bit because it's helpful, and it will be there again if you need, to go back to that too. So this is your storyboard that. This will hold your storyboards that you create. If there are any assignments, this is where you'll find it. And so this is like private to you and to your teachers, and then if you want to share it with your classmates or your parents or whatever, someone else, then you will share it, but they can't see what's in your account, just the teachers and yourself. And so to start, let's just click on create a storyboard. Now in this, there's several things that you can do. You can make your storyboard different layout. You can add cells, and so say that you need it to, be bigger. You can do that. You can create like really huge storyboards actually that, even would be like 48 cells if you wanted. You can move them, copy them. You can undo and redo, which is really important, these two things down here, because if you make a mistake or erase something, you can always go back and then of course save. Now, when you're creating a storyboard is kind of like if you were say you were an interior designer, or maybe you were a movie creator, and anything that has if you have something that you are creating either maybe a scene for, and you want to show progression of what it looks like maybe in a house or in a movie scene or something like that, you would create a storyboard. And so imagine if you worked for Disney and you're creating a new scene, and you make this storyboard on a piece of paper, and in these cells then you sketch out what you kind of see each scene in your head being, just like if you read a book, you're thinking about, the different scenes and the progression of the story and the characters and all of that. And so a storyboard is something that you lay all that out. So in here with StoryboardThat, there's lots of things up here, as you can see, that will give you the choice on how you want your storyboard to look. So the first thing you're going to do is just put in some things for your scene. The neat thing about StoryboardThat, and you'll learn that too in the little video that you watch, is you can add filters, you can rotate this, you can change the color of things. And so if you want a blue trash can, if you want the wall to be darker, and you can even edit the scene, which is one of my favorite things, because I could add snow, I can make it night, I can make it raining, and so all kinds of things to really, make it personal just for your project. Also up here, I wanted to show you that you can upload your own images. So say that you want to tell your storyboard, but you want to use photographs, maybe photographs that you find on a copyright-free site, which I can help you with that too, something like Pixabay, or maybe you take photos with a camera and you upload them to your computer. You can use it that way too, or even take pictures on your laptop as well. You can upload those right in there. The next thing you're going to do is add characters. And characters also, just like your scenes, you'll see here, you can choose like so many different things, even like scenes from US history or historical, athletics, all kinds of different things. You can even go back to like mythical times. And so the characters are the same thing. You know, here's mythology, here is medieval, it goes from the 1600s, the 1900s, so there's all kinds of different characters that will let you, you know, tell your story the way that you want. So I'm just going to click on this cool gal and put her into my scene. She's pretty hip. I want to make her a little different though. I'm going to change her skin color. I'm going to change her eyes. I want her shirt to be kind of pinkish. Let's see. And I'll make her, those are too dark, brown boots. And then I'm going to give her some orange hair. Oh, she kind of looks like my hair. So we're going to leave it like that. And then I'm going to edit the pose. Maybe I want her to be speaking. Maybe I want her to be walking, which would be cool. I can do all kinds of things to her to make her just the way I want her to look. So she looks good like that. I think I'll leave her. So you can add as many characters as you want. You can just add them in here, you drop them, and then you change them like I showed you, okay? You can also up here rotate them, you can layer them, you can put them, you know, back and forth, however you want it to look. Now, when you get your characters in, you're also going to, I'm just going to actually, I'll move him over here. I want to add like a speaking bubble for her. Same way, drop and drag. You can make it big as you want to. You can change the font, you can change the size, the color, you know, however you want that to look, which is really great. Filters too on this, and so you can, you know, make your speech bubble any color. You can also say you want it to be gray, you know, you can do whatever you want. It's really neat because you can also add these, which, you know, let it look like, maybe you want it to look like a pencil drawing. And so make sure that you mess around with these, especially when you first start, because you'll find things that, you know, become your favorite, and you can really have a lot of fun and personalize it that way too. You can also add shapes, web and technology, science, worksheets, which you probably wouldn't do, but it's good to know that that's there. And so all of these things too, you know, these little icons and emojis and things like that can become part also of what you're making. And so those are pretty fun too. Now, when you get your storyboard that finished, then you would click on save. And you always want to make sure, you know, that you save it too if you're working on something. And so maybe I am retelling the story, you know, I can retell like whatever story that I want to. And so right now I'm actually reading, and we're going to see the author today of The Hate You Give. So I'm just going to put that down. And I can give it a description if I want to as well. And then I'm going to save that. And so it says right here that it can only be viewed by you and your teacher, which is cool. So down here is where you then can take the storyboard, because remember, this is kind of like, of course you can use it like this so it looks like a comic, but you also can use it, you know, in different things too. So you can download it and use it as a PowerPoint, which is awesome, or even like upload it into Google Slides. And so say that maybe you want to add like, you know, a little bit more in Google Slides. You can even like smash these two together, you know, create a storyboard that, download it as, you know, just slides and upload it into Google Slides. And you can even add, you know, your own things, even add voice if you wanted to. You also have this slideshow, which is really cool because, you know, say it's time to present this to your class, you can present right in here as well, which is really great. You don't even have to, you know, download it or upload it into Google Slides or PowerPoint. You can also embed it, and so say that you had a blog or something and you wanted to embed it in there, you can do that too, and you can print it as well, which is awesome. Now down here, these are kind of cool. These are two options. One is to make a folding card, and this is pretty neat because you can like make a folding card for any of these different like seasonal or holiday things or any time that you want. And so that's kind of a fun option too. And then this little record video actually lets you record video in or audio into your Storyboard That. And so that's a pretty neat thing as well. I really like that option. And so just remember when you start, this is your create a storyboard, this is your dashboard, and these are your storyboards right here. And so once you start creating them, you're going to see them over here. So we could see that I created this one storyboard and it's there, but as you create more, they're going to be underneath here too. So if you have any questions, if you have anything that you need help with, I'm happy to help you. You can just email me at shannon.miller@vmbulldogs.com or come find me in the library or let your teacher know and I'll come visit you too. And I'm happy to help you with any of these. And remember too, when you're looking for images or maybe you're looking, to smash up some music in it too, I am happy to help you, find those places too, to find some images for this project and for other things that you're doing too. So, okay guys, we'll have a lot of fun with this and I can't wait to see your storyboards. Have a great day.